Hey everyone, here again, and I'm coming to you today with a review of the Sony SBH 80 Bluetooth wraparound headset. Now, I've had this for a week now, and I've thoroughly tested, and I'm going to give you the most in-depth review possible that I can give. Now, I've had previous Bluetooth headsets. I had one from Sony, the very first one, which was a little dongle you used to put here on your lapel or your collar here, and it would have a little two earbuds, and it was okay, but the controls weren't that well. And then I heard about this LG line, the LG Pulse, or I forgot the name. Yeah, the LGs. And so that was the first one, but I had heard they had a new one, so I got the Plus ones, and those were surprisingly very good. The only problem that happened with those is that the connection to the earbud was a little weak, so I ended up popping one of them off fairly easily. I mean, it was maybe, let's see, I got them back in July. So September, October, November, December, January, February. So they lasted me 6 months. I took very good care of them, but this one time, the little earbud fell in between the seat and the console, and I tugged at it just a bit because I believed it had just landed, but it got like really wedged. It must have been like, and I pulled in, boop, and just popped out. So, the usually how they make a little knot in here, so that it holds a lot better. It wasn't made. I mean, the whole plastic came off. So that's the only part. But I like that. I like the time, the charges. It would last me almost 12 hours, and that's a lot. And that's full blast the whole 12 hours. And obviously they were a little short. Because, well, yeah, I have a really big neck, and these things are designed for skinny people, quite frankly. And so the two big things here would kind of bother me at times, or they'd fall back. But for the most part, they were more comfortable. I would have given them a 9 for their quality. I love that when you turn it on, it would tell you it's on. It would tell you the power level high, medium, or low. It would say pairing, and it would tell you when it would pair, or when it was disconnected. It would give you an actual voice, the sweet lady voice. It would say, connected, or whatever like that, So the bar had really been set pretty high as far as that goes. So then I heard from CES this year in 2014, I heard that they were coming out with these headsets, and it was Sony. And I'm a big Sony fan, and I love their products, and it's a premium brand. So I just jumped to get them because I was only listening on one ear because the other had popped. So I gave it to my brother because he was leaving to Mexico, and said, it's a lot easier for you to find someone over there, and they can solder it really easily just for peanuts. So I gave it to him. So coming back to that. Let's go with the pros. The pros on this thing. I love this design. The quality is superb. It is plastic, but it feels like a very high quality plastic. You can feel the buttons. They have these like aluminum type buttons for the call and for the play and pause, back and forward. You're just gonna have to kind of memorize for that. They do have dual speakers, so they make sure that your voice gets captured. Everything is back here. This goes in behind your neck. I had apprehensions of it being in the back because I was like, maybe it'll be bothersome, but you don't feel it. You don't even remember it's there for some weird reason. I would put these on, and it felt like I had nothing. I'm like, how did they do that? So maybe because it lays back on the back, it doesn't bother you. It has this power button here. You have to hold it down for a few seconds. It'll vibrate. It has a vibrator motor, and it'll make a little chime, like an upscale chime. Here is the USB connect It's a micro. And one thing that really surprised me is these drivers are tiny. Okay, that's how tiny they are. Okay, I was a little apprehensive. These are balanced armature drivers. They're not your regular drivers. You know, those round ones. So I was worried that I wouldn't get a quality sound. These things blew my mind as far as performance. I never expected so much good stuff to come out of it in such a tiny package. I mean, you can hardly feel them in your ear. They're so tiny, and they come with these rubber tips. They're very soft, and they give you the 3 sizes: the small, this is the medium, and the large. And the sound is just phenomenal. It actually has bass. I was like, these probably things are going to sound like tweeters. No, they have bass. The technology behind these things are incredible. The sound is spectacular. So I have to give them props for that. And these things, I love how they stay on the side. They're not bothersome. Let me put my headset down a second. I can't hear my own volume, but hopefully it's the same. So you just put them in the back. These things hang on the side. Okay. No biggie. Okay. These things go in right there. Right there. You can't even notice them unless, you see the wire. And to me, just reach here, you push the buttons here. Beep, 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 beep. In the commercial, they look like they're like down here, which maybe for some people it would be, but not for my fat neck. So, yeah, I have to dig in a little deeper for mine. Now, let's go for the cons. Sony. Let's see. Hello, testing. Alright, okay, I'm back. The cons. The battery life. This thing only lasts you 7 hours. 7 hours. I was expecting it to be at least on par with the LGs. 10 hours or 12 hours, somewhere in between that. This thing only gives you 7. And there's no noise canceling, there's no nothing. It's just the connection between the phone and the headset. So that really annoyed me. This is for people that, especially like me, they're not for me, because I spend 12 hours in the cab. Most of the time I'm listening to something, either for waiting for a phone call, or listening to my iHeart app, or to NPR for the news, or a show, or a Radio Lab, or something. I'm always listening to something because I don't want to be sitting in the stupid cab just idling, because for some reason they took our radios out of our cabs. We can't listen to this thinking regular radio. So that's why I had to get those other headsets. And this, at 7 hours, this is for someone that uses it sparingly, or maybe someone that works regular hours, 8 hours. It's fine. I was actually not that upset about the recharge time. It takes anywhere between an hour and 15 minutes to an hour and a half to fully recharge. So for me, it looked like I would have to listen maybe 6 hours, then plug it back in for an hour, so I could listen to the rest of my day and back to my yard and maybe even to my house. So that's the thing. The battery life is disappointing. Another thing that is disappointing, besides the fact that these deliver great sound, you can distinctly hear everything, the voices and everything, the volume is not where I'd like it to be. It's at a point, I understand maybe why they did it, to a point where it's just enough for you to hear it, maybe a little bit slightly more, but it will not, you won't unplug it and be like, kind of like when you go to a concert and you were standing right next to the speaker and you're like, what? Because your eardrum is blasted from hearing everything so hard that you actually get deaf a bit and you can't hear anything. These, you unplug them and you hear just as normal. So me being a real audiophile as far as loving to listening to music, rock music, rap music, all that stuff. I really lamented it not being as powerful. As powerful as, actually make my freaking ear vibrate the hell off. But still, the sound is just enough for easily listening and just a little more. Just a slightly bit more. So maybe a lot of people do like them. They'll love them because, they're not overpowered. Sometimes, you put them in and they're too loud and you have to turn them down, or they hurt your earrings, or after a while your ear's like, my God, my eardrum is hurting from all that, but that's not the case. So some people it'll be a con, some people it'll be a pro. To me, it's a little bit of a con. I still enjoyed them. I still would love to have this instead of not listening to anything. But quite frankly, for the price, really debating keeping them, honestly. I love that you don't feel them. I love that this is on the sides. But I just hate recharging. I just want to charge them once when I get home, take them, and not worry about it all day. I don't want to carry around wires. I don't want to carry around cigarette plugs. I don't want to do any of that stuff and listen the whole day. So I think I might have to return these and go back to the pluses. I think they have a newer model, but they have noise canceling, but it's not even good. So I might have to return these because I do need, or not that I need, but I like loud music. I'm the people that will drive down the street in my truck with the thing full blast because it's just cool, or I like it that way. So that's it. It cost me $105 on Amazon. I paid express shipping, so that's beside the point. But yeah, no taxes. I don't know how they're getting around that. I think because they're selling from other party. I don't know. But it was $105. The LGs are $50. The pluses, the older model, and they have longer battery life. But then I hate that the whole thing on my side. It's gonna be hard for me to decide. But hopefully this helps you. Anything I can think of real quick? No. Sound is great. Small package. Oh, this is the retail packaging. I didn't even do an unboxing. But it's very simple. Just a box, Sony brand. Very simple packaging. On the back, you see how the guy, his thing, the little dongles are way down by his collarbone. Yeah, this guy must have like a very thin neck. You could probably snap that, And it has all the certifications, all the Bluetooth, the latest Bluetooth, the latest apx, all the shenanigans. But that's it. I don't know. Overall, I think it's a good device. Overall, I would have to recommend it for regular folk. You got 8 hours to burn. It's here. Nice Sound. Won't overpower your ears. You'll still get good sound at a reasonable volume. And this is premium. It's a premium product. What can I tell you? Alright guys, thank you for watching. Please rate, comment, subscribe. Any questions that you have that I did not cover, leave them in the thing. I'll usually respond them within the day, real quick. And that's it. Thank you very much. End of line.